You still alive, still that nigga, you survive. Still getting bigger, nigga, living a life. Vanilla wafers in the villa, illest nigga alive. Michael Jackson's Thriller.
And baby, it's amazing I'm in this space with you.
All right, welcome back. I'm back with another banger. And here's 10 signs that he's husband material. The last episode was about 10 signs that you should wife her. This episode, we're doing it in reverse. We're talking about the men, and this one is for you women. A lot of you guys think that I come for women only, but that's not true. Everybody can get it. I go after dudes. I go after dreadlock dudes. I go after deadbeat dads. I go after these pretenders online. So don't think that I'm only out to get the women. I'm going to give you 10 signs that he is husband material. However, if he do any of these things, he's automatically disqualified, and you should move on and find what you're looking for. I don't care if you're a rapper, an athlete, a blue check guy, or a scammer. A lot of these guys are living off of attention and not actual assets. A lot of these professional athletes and rappers, they don't have no investments, they have no ownership, and they have no assets. All these guys have followers but no future. Come on, let's be honest. Professional athletes, they get paid for a few years and then they spend 20 more years pretending that they rich. And if you're dating a scammer, then don't be surprised if his life is like y'all relationship. Y'all up for 2 months and then down for the next couple years, and then up for another 2 months and then down for another couple years. And let's be honest, if you're dating a scammer, that's fast money, and as fast as it get there, the fastest it's going to be gone. Like, how many times have you met a guy in the beginning, it was all cool for the first 2-3 months, and then next thing you know, he's asking you for money, you're funding his gas, his weed, his studio time, his dreadlocks, his all this stuff, bro. And it's like, what are we doing, bro? Like, leave those fucking guys alone, bro. You're weird for even fucking with them. And while we're on the subject, let's talk about these dreadheads. And I'm just being honest. Come on, bro. Why are you a grown-ass man walking around with dreadlocks? Everybody knows half of the guys that are in jail, half of the guys that are out here crashing out, going into stores, running out with clothes, like doing the worst scamming and all that shit. Let's be honest, it's always the dreadheads, bro. Yeah, it's definitely giving immature. If I see you walking down the street and you're beautiful and you walking with a dreadhead, I just know that you take no accountability. Stop being impressed by lifestyle and start paying attention to character. Let's get right into it. Here's 10 signs that he's husband material. Coming in at number 10, he's not doing it for attention. If you see a guy that's always on social media, always posting about what he's doing, and he's always, oh, look at me, he's always trying to get attention, then that's not husband material. That's a baddie on Instagram, bro. And stay away from that guy, because everybody know the more you do online, the more we know that you're broke. We know that you don't have what you're flexing that you have, and all of it is an act. You're just waiting for some dumb woman to, think that you're doing something, and then you wind up getting this girl pregnant, and then you wind up being stuck with this man who's on Instagram fronting and capping and acting like he's something that he's really not. A man who's addicted to attention, a man who's always on social media making it seem like he's doing this, like he's doing that, is basically showing you what he lacks on the inside. If a man really is about that, and all the men that I know that's really doing what they gotta do, like as far as being successful, they don't have time to be on social media wearing thousands of chains or flashing money. And remember, if a guy is taking a money phone picture or he's doing the forearm money with cash, just know he's broke. Just know that that's his rent money or that's his car note money, and he want to flex it before he has to spend that shit. So ladies, please stop falling for that. Those are the brokest guys, and I promise you that. But going back to my list, every man that I know that's really out here making wealth, creating wealth, and doing what he has to do as a man and making money don't have time to be on Instagram or social media on TikTok playing these little girl games. A real man is actually getting to it and doing what he has to do as a man.
Ladies, let me talk to you for a second. A real man doesn't do social media, okay? I seen somewhere where this girl said, I prefer my man without social media, and I said, that's how you do it. A real man ain't out here trying to get likes. What kind of man trying to get likes? Feminine behavior. What kind of behavior is that? A real man can't be found online, can't be seen, unverifiable. That's a man you can trust.
And coming in at number 9, he has standards and he knows exactly who he is. A man that knows himself and know exactly what he's worth is one of the most attractive traits for a man to have. He knows exactly what he wants. He's clear on his morals and his values, and he doesn't get swayed by people, trends, or pressure. He has self-respect. He has boundaries when it comes to people, women, even with himself. You could tell a lot about a man from what he tolerates. And women, you can tell what kind of guy you have from what he tolerates in his life. If he lets everybody walk all over him and have no standards on who he let in his circle, then that's a huge problem. A man that knows his worth doesn't need to prove anything to you. He lives it. And that kind of self-assurance is contagious, and it makes you feel way more secure being around him. You want a man who's already decided who he is before you even got there. Not a man who's trying to figure out at your expense.
The one thing I love about a man is when he has this quiet yet commanding presence and demeanor about himself, and he's not loud or arrogant. He doesn't have to demand respect, but something about his character and the way he carries himself, he commands respect without saying a word. I love that. And I remember this one in particular I dated in my early 20s, young and immature, but we dated, and I remember he had this presence about himself that where I just knew when he come in the room, tighten up. I just knew, Kiki, you're not gonna be talking to that man crazy. You gonna have to watch your tone sometimes with that man. You ain't gonna be arguing, fighting, getting loud, going back and forth, cussing with that man. Not because that's a man and he's so big and scary and he beat on his chest and I'm shrinking and scared. No, but because that's a respectable man. There's a big difference in having that demeanor versus having to beat on your chest, be loud, be arrogant, be scary, and demand respect. Because if you gotta do all of that, you actually lose my respect.
Coming in at number 8 is that he's family oriented and people genuinely respect him. Look at how he moves with his family and his circle. Do people genuinely respect this dude, or do he have to buy people love and respect? If he didn't have anything, would people still look at him as like, a good guy, or will people still follow him? And if he have kid, do he treat you as if he has a daughter, do he treat you how he will want his daughter to be treated? Or if he have a son, is his son proud to say, that's my father? A lot of time, these dudes don't have any family members or any friends is because they're living a lie, like they're living this false life, and they don't want to bring you around because it'll expose the truth, so you gotta know people had lives before. They had a high school life, they had a junior high life, and a lot of times these guys look on social media and create this false person that they want to be, and they make themselves into this guy because you don't know his background, you don't know where he comes from, and bringing you around people might show like, okay, he's really not that guy, or he's really lying about this stuff. So pay attention to that, because most of these people, like, their friends will expose that, like they will show who you are as a person. So remember that.
A boy is going to become a man based on the men that's in front of him. If it's an abusive man in front of him, they're gonna be abusive. If it's a criminal man, that's his only example, the boy gonna be a criminal. If he's a good man, the boy gonna be a good man. Cause see, if you don't learn discipline as a boy and you grow up as a man with no discipline, there's some people out in the street gonna teach it to you. So now you can let your husband be a man to your son, or you can wreck him. Let your husband teach him how to be a man, and you'll have a better life.
You don't just marry a person, you're also marrying his ecosystem. So you're marrying their friends, their family, the way they move in the world, their sleep schedule. And I think one of the most important things is you are marrying who this person surrounds themselves with. That I've always felt says so much about a person. And you can see how they act with their parents. Are they a mama's boy? Do they look to their mom for everything? Because that is something to observe. Look at how they interact with their friends. Do they have boundaries? You have to look at all those things. Please, for your own good, look at everything. It's not just about loving somebody. It goes deeper than that, okay?
Coming in at number 7, he has a plan and he honors his commitment. If a man's word should be his bond. If a man say he's going to do something or tell you he's going to do it, he should do it, and you should hold him to that standard. If he doesn't do it, then he's not a man. Women, you want a man that's disciplined, not no motivation. Like, fuck that motivation shit. People get on social media, people get on these podcasts and they give motivational speech that they chat GPT'd or fucking Google. However, a guy that has discipline is showed in his everyday life, bro. And don't get me wrong, men, we are just men, so we have our ups and downs. But a disciplined man is gonna show discipline every fucking day. You know, every day he wakes up. And that goes with what I said before. Actions speak louder than words. Don't act like you can't hear. Act like you're deaf, because somebody has to show you what they're going to be doing. So, ladies, if a man is already showing you the signs before you get married, like discipline, if a man honor his word and a man is showing you everything that he said he was going to do, then remember, if he's doing that when you guys aren't married, he's going to be doing inside your marriage. A lot of women, y'all think, oh, like, he's fucking up now, and if we get married, everything is going to change. No, bro. Like, the same guy that you're arguing with and fighting with before marriage, trust me, it's going to carry over into marriage. So make sure that the guy that you're marrying is the guy that's already good to you before you get married. And coming in at number 6, he speaks life into you. When I say speaking life into you, he speaks to the woman that you're becoming and not the woman that you were. Meaning, like, everybody has a past, bro. Everybody's been through whatever, you know. But if this man understands that you had a past and understand that you're moving forward, and if you moved on from that past and that's not you anymore, and he accepts that, some guys don't accept it, but if he accepts that, then that's the guy that you need to be with, because that guy is willing to put everything behind him and to start off fresh and love you for who you are. So that's one of the best qualities to have as a man, and for a woman to find in a man. And a lot of times what I've noticed is when we get a woman, we see these things before they even see them. We support and we try to tell them, like, hey man, I see something in you. You might not see it right now, but I see it. I see that you're going to be great. I see that you're going to do something that you don't even believe in yourself, but I see it. And that's a great partner to have, to see something that you don't even see yet.
The most misunderstood man in dating is a respectful man. So many women confuse respect for weakness, and it's clear clearly not the same. A respectful man will communicate, he'll listen, he'll keep his word. He definitely does not waste people's time, and he does not have to prove himself as a man, but do not mistake his respect as a weakness. A respectful man still has standards and boundaries, and he is not scared to walk away. Do not get it twisted. Respect starts with how that man treats himself. Women gotta understand that respect is also about discipline.
Coming in at number 5, he's consistent. He's always on time. He's always there for you. Even when you feel like he's not going to be there for you, even if you feel like he shouldn't be there for you, he's still there for you. He's there because he loves you and he cares about you. Even when he's upset, even when he's mad, he's still there for you. It's been so many times where men, you know, they're put in a situation and they get mad and they're like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this and leave. And then they say, fuck this bitch, you know, or fuck this woman. You know, it's take a special kind of man to be mad and upset and still be like, okay, are you still hungry? Like, do you still want this? I'm still going to do my part. Because trust me, it's not for the weak. That shit is definitely hard when you're upset and you're feeling some type of way and you're still consistently being a provider and consistently feel like, okay, let me still make sure that she's straight. Because, you know, like sometimes a man pride be hurt. Sometimes the man feel unappreciated. And for a man to stay consistent in a time like that, it's an awesome feeling. And women, I'm gonna give you a bonus. Watch him while he's stressed. Watch this guy when he's going through something in life, because that's the real guy that you're getting. Because everything is not going to be vacations. Everything is not going to be shopping. Everything is not going to be, you know, $1 million homes and everything like that. Like sometimes you're going to struggle and life is ups and downs, bro. So if this man knows how to handle that situation and still know how to lead while he's stressed out and while he's going through adversity, then that's a fucking GOAT dude to have by your side.
The man who loves you is going to hurt your feelings. When a man truly cares about you, he will correct you, because real love does not applaud your When he corrects you, he risks the attitude, the slam doors, the flying frying pan, the whole week on the couch, just to keep you from wrecking yourself. When your trainer screams at you for giving half-ass reps, why? It's because he wants you to win. When your boss drags you into the office, he wants better performance. When your man calls you out, it means he wants you to be the best version of you forever. If he just watches you gain weight, flirt with idiots, act like a hoe online, ruin your reputation, and says nothing, you're not his woman, you're his for now girl. When he finally says, this isn't you, level up, his heart is pounding. He knows the pan might fly across the room, and he also knows that the couch is waiting for him. But watching you shrink hurts him more than any of that ever could. Boys say, you're perfect, queen, never change. Real men say, you're fire, but this habit is trash, and I am not letting it dim you or me anymore. One keeps you comfortable, the other one keeps you becoming greater.
And coming in at number 4, he's stable and he's a problem solver. And stability is not always talking about money. It's the things that you can provide without compensation or money is involved. Maybe you need a companion to talk to. Maybe you need someone that can give you great advice. If that man can do that, then that's an awesome thing to have by your side, ladies. Like, real shit. Like, because a lot of guys, they feel like money is everything. Like, it solves all your problems. To me, money do solve all of my problems. However, sometimes all you need is a great conversation. All you need is a peace of mind. You need a guy to tell you, like, hey, you know, everything is going to be okay. Or, hey, babe, you can do it. If that guy is like that, then you got you a husband.
When a woman is with a provider and she's in her feminine energy, it shows. It shows. You don't even need to tell me. I can see it in your face. I can see it in the way you wake up in the morning, you take care of yourself, because you're being taken care of. And the bills just aren't paid. You're being appreciated, because there's being provided for but not being appreciated, and then there's being provided for and being appreciated. honey. Your woman is an exact reflection of how happy you are making her and how you are providing for her. If you look at the way that a woman looks, if she's taken care of, she's going to the gym, she has nice clothes, your man should want you to be in your feminine energy. He should want you to be at peace, happy, taking care of the kids, doing things that you want to do, right? So as women, I mean, I would think it's a red flag if I was a man and my woman didn't want to take care of the kids, didn't want to take care of the house, didn't want to clean. I would just think that's weird, because as women, in our feminine energy, that's what we like to do. We like to nurture the ones that we love, right? Men are providers, they're protectors, and they are providers. They should naturally want to provide and protect for us, right? When you're appreciating him for what he is providing for you, then he feels more masculine. He wants to provide more. He wants to give you more. He wants to make you feel better. So he's going to keep working hard. But when he feels like he's not being appreciated, he's going to feel like, what is the point of this? Why am I doing this? You're just making me unhappy. Like, what is the point, right? So same thing with women. If we are providing him with everything around the house, we're nurturing, we're taking care of the house, we're cleaning the house, we're cooking, we're doing everything, we're looking good, I'm taking care of you in all ways, right? Taking care of the kids. But you're making me feel like I'm not doing good enough, like this isn't good enough, me being at home and doing all these things for you. You're gonna think, what is the point of this? Like, why am I doing this? I'm just gonna go to work so I can give myself some sort of meaning, right? But when both of your needs are met and you're both feeling appreciated and you're providing those things that we both need, that's what creates a really happy union, and you're able to be in your feminine energy, and it shows.
And coming in at number 3, he has self-control. This world is filled of temptations. This world is filled with big booty BBL women, like throwing themselves at any man who will look. If this guy only sees you and he only cares about what you're doing and what you have on and what you're doing with your body, then he's a keeper. It's so many guys out here who don't give a fuck about you. You're just the main girl, but he travel, he goes other places to get pussy, like, you know, he hit girls in other areas and stuff like that. So if he have self-control and he value your relationship and knows that no woman or no body or no ass is worth losing what you guys have, then that's the guy you need to be with. That's the guy that you should marry. Because like I said, a man nowadays is ass everywhere. Like every culture, they're getting BBL. They're looking for the successful guy. They're looking for the guy who they feel like has money, emotion, and things like that. And also his temper, like if he can control him getting mad, and you know, because sometimes men, we get mad and we say things that we don't mean, or we say things out of anger. So if this guy watch what he says and he has self-control about what he's saying, and when you guys are in an argument, then he's a keeper. A lot of guys won't do that. When you get a guy mad, he says whatever he can to hurt you and hurt your feelings. Is he reliable with his finances? Like, you have to look at that stuff. Like, can he save money? Does he have a savings? Do he got you guys set up for a rainy day? Like, if something happened, life's happened. I beat cancer. I never thought that at 26, 27 I would have cancer. And, you know, I initially lost all the money that I did have. One of the most important things about this topic is, does he think before he acts? If he doesn't, then you're going to have a rough relationship, because a guy that knows how to think before he does anything is a powerful guy. That means he has self-control, he has self-respect, and he respects you. So if you piss him off and he's like, okay, I'm not going to say that because I know that it's just going to lead, or if it's a room full of women, he thinks like, okay, me and my girl, we have something special. I'm not going to blow it off of a piece of ass or anything like that. So if he has that quality, that's a good thing. And number 2, he's a leader. We need more leaders in this world. We need people who can lead. Like, and I'm not just talking about lead your woman, lead your kids, lead, you know, other men, you know, who need guidance, other kids that need guidance, because there's not a lot of leaders out there. It's a lot of followers. It's a lot of people that look at music videos, look at different things and be like, oh, I want to do that. No, man, be your own man. Do what you do. Get in your lane and be successful in your lane. Lead, bro. Like, if this man is able to say, hey, babe, like, you know, get this, do this, and it actually works, that's what a leader does. Like, a leader is not going to put you in a situation to where you're struggling or you're in a bad spot or anything like that. A leader leads, bro. Like, I swear, I used to always ask, like, people, like women, friends, like, man, like, if you guys were stranded on an island, do you feel like your man can lead you guys into safety or what? And a lot of women will say no. So my opinion is, if you like, look at it like this: if you're somewhere stuck on an island, if that man cannot say, okay, babe, come on, for you follow me, and know what he's doing, then that's not a man. If this man can't fucking fix a flat tire, if he can't change your oil or help you with your oil or fix a door when it's broken or anything, that's not a man, bro. That's an Instagram baddie.
Being a husband isn't just about providing. It's about showing up and serving every single day. Your wife pours into your home, into your kids, and into you. But some days she may just be running on empty. And this is where real men step in. Being a leader isn't just about making decisions. It's about serving when no one else is watching. The Bible says, serve one another out of reverence for Christ. That means being there for her emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You want a strong marriage? Be present. You want a happy home? Lead with love. You want a wife that's thriving? Serve her like Christ served the church. Real men don't just provide, they serve.
Ladies, listen up. I don't know who this is for, but if I was in your shoes and I was trying to date, the man I would be looking for must be a leader. Let me say it again. He must be a leader. Social media has killed romance across the board, and it put a facade on women's eyes that, you know, a man has to make this amount of money, or he can't date me, or this and that, if he's not buying me bag, if he's not putting me in G-Wagon. That's not the reality of love. If you want a healthy relationship, you must marry a man that's a leader, a man that can lead the household, not a provider, not someone who just pays the bills, a leader, a man that takes your family to church on Sundays. Husband you choose has to stand by you through the death of your parents. The husband that you choose has to stand by you through the birth of your kids. A lot of women out there in this generation think money is equivalent to leadership. Yeah, he might be fine. He got tattoos, abs. He look good in a backwards eye. He got a car. He got some money. But the reality is that can he lead your family when life gets thrown at you? The harsh reality is that a lot of you women are dating men that can provide but have no direction. So you guys are just all over the place.
And adding to this topic, a leader is also a good server as well. Being a leader doesn't mean like, okay, you have to listen to me or you have to do this because I'm the leader. No, sometimes you have to serve your woman. Sometimes a good leader listens and understands and falls back and let his partner lead sometime. You know, it's just, that's what a fucking leader do, bro. A leader doesn't need to always lead. A leader recognizes that it's time to lead and it's time to fall back.
And I'm going to say it again. It's so important to marry a man who wants to be a husband versus a man who just wants a wife. A man who wants to be a dad versus just wanting children. The way he will serve you all is unmatched. A man just looking to be served, I just want legacy, so I want children. That's serving yourself. Oh, I just want a wife because I'm tired of washing dishes. I'm tired of cleaning the clothes. I need somebody to cook for me. But when you have a man that wants to be a husband, a man that wants to be a dad, he will deny himself in a lot of different ways to serve your family.
Coming in at number one, and this is the most important thing. And if this guy has this, then you should marry him today. His foundation is built by the Most High, meaning that God is in control of his life. Everything he has, everything he's worked hard for, everything that he's done in his life, and he knows that it's all coming from the Lord. He puts God first in everything that he does in this relationship, in his career, and fathering. Whatever he does, he knows that it won't be possible without God. And that's where a lot of people fuck up at. You know, like a lot of people, they rap. A lot of people, they be professional athletes. A lot of people, they work these jobs and they're up for a minute, and then everything falls down. Everything goes downhill because you forgot to do the most important thing, and that's to include God into whatever you're doing. Like, man, take it from me, bro. I had cancer. I almost lost my life. I almost didn't make it. I wouldn't be here talking to you guys today. However, I got serious about the Lord and I got real about God, and that's the only reason why I'm here today. That's the only reason that I'm here to talk to you guys and give you guys this free game. And women, remember this. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. If he makes God his guide, then that's the perfect man for you. If he understands that God is ahead of his life, then that's the man you build with. Stop trying to marry these guys who's not of God, who's in this world and, you know, doing everything but giving the Most High his praise. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that bell so y'all can get reminders when I drop another video. And thank y'all. I'm out of here.
Tell me all your problems like I really give one, but I give two for us, cause you're the one that I want. Don't wanna sing like a punk pussy that sings like a punk pussy. See, when I'm with my friends, I just put on the front, but in the back of my top, I'm writing songs about we is including I, and yourself making three. Little one.